In this short video, I'm going to show you how to sign up for a LinkedIn account, and then I'm going to show you some of the basics of getting that account populated with information about yourself. So it's very much an introductory video tutorial. So start off by going to your internet browser and typing in linkedin.com, and it will now allow you to create an account for yourself. There are a couple of different versions of the account, but the one we're going to look at in this video is the free account. So you just need to type in some information about yourself. An email address, and set a password for yourself as well. And once you've done that, first name, second name, email address, password, click on Join Now. And you now need to set up some more information for yourself here. So we're starting to create our profile at this stage. You can ask, depending on your browser, you can save the password or not. That's up to yourself. So country, it's already realized I'm in Ireland because of my IP address, postal code, currently employed, job seeker, student, job title, I will put down my job title here, and company GMIT. It's picked that up from my email address. You may need to populate that yourself, depending on who you're working for. You may need to change that. Now you can see here some fields are required, so your country, job title and company are required. You don't need to say what your status is. You don't need to use a postal code. So when you've done that, click on Create My Profile. And we can now click on, you can skip this step. We don't need to worry about that because that's only finding people we already know, and we can find people we want to find later on. So it says here, confirm your email address. Confirmation email address has been sent to the address that I've just given. So I'm just going to have a look and see if that has arrived yet. And it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm just going to pause the video until that comes, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so the password and confirmation has just been emailed to me. Now, just for full disclosure, that took about 10 minutes for the email to come through to me. So I'm just going to open it up here. You can see it in my mailbox there. So it's very simple. Click to confirm your email address. So I'm going to click on there, and it should now bring me back to the LinkedIn page, where I can, again, I can skip this step if I don't want to get stuck into finding people just yet. So I'm going to skip that, and I was looking for people from my mailbox that it has picked up that I may be interested in following. For now I'm just going to skip that, okay? But if there's anybody here at this stage that you wanted to follow, you could just click on their name, click on the little box there, and you will automatically follow them. But I'm not going to do that just now. I'm going to skip this step. Now you can add your mobile device here if you want to give them your mobile number and get the app onto your Android or your mobile smartphone or tablet device. Again, I'm going to skip this for now. Now this is where we're going to start looking at the differences in the packages, the premium and the basic. The most important difference really is the price. Okay, so we've got to pay some extra money if we want the extra features. You may or may not want to do those later on, but I think for now what I'm going to do is just stick with the basic plan, which gives you a profile. It allows you to join groups and allows you to network with people that either you have selected from a list, or if they've selected you, you can connect with them. So it's fine for most personal purposes. So I'm just going to go with that, choose basic. Okay, so now it's beginning to set up a profile for ourselves. Right now you can see it's got very little in there. It doesn't have a picture or anything like that yet. So it pretty much talks you through what you need to do here. So it says, welcome Wayne, let's improve your profile. When did you start in your current position? So I'm going to say January 2008 and save. And we'll do lots of these little questions here. So I'm just going to say another job, and you can be as prescriptive about this as you want. So it's building up a kind of a resume for yourself, if you like. So we'll skip, so we'll go on to the next question here. When did you work at that job? And I've made up a company just called Job, so I'm going to skip that. I could put that information in there, but I'll skip it for now. Where did you go to school? You can put in the school name, and what it will do is it will search the database. When I type in Galway, it will pick up anything with the name Galway in there, so I can say GMIT and save. What degree did you earn at GMIT? So again, I can put in all kinds of information there. Bachelor of Engineering, and we'll say Civil Engineering. So you're just typing up information about yourself here. Clicking on save again. When did you attend? So you can put in the dates from and to. I'll skip that for now. Any activities I did while I was a student there, so I can put in any societies I was in or sporting activities, all that type of stuff. And anything that you type in at this stage here will become visible in your profile later on. So if you put something in at this stage that you want to change later, you can go back in, you can change it, that's not a problem. Or if you skip something at this stage, which is what I'm going to do now, I can go back and add it later on. Did I go to another school? I can put in my secondary school there, or I could even put in my primary school. And you can see down the right hand side it's talking me through the profile setup. So first was my work experience, now we're on education. Next thing it's going to ask me about is my photograph, so I'm just going to skip through this for the moment. Add a photograph. I have a photograph on my desktop here, which I'll click on choose and go to my desktop, and I've got one here I think called profile pic somewhere. There we go. So I'm just going to double click that. So I'm choosing it from my, I'm using Windows here, I'm choosing it from my Windows Explorer, and I'm just going to go upload, and my picture will appear down here, and I can zoom in, zoom out, change the rotation, and when I'm happy with that I just go add to profile. Any skills I have, okay, so I suppose something that I would put down as a skill would be maybe PowerPoint, for example. You could put down something like Excel if you were good at Microsoft Excel. Any skills you want to just tell people about that you've got, you can put in at this stage. So I'll save those. A few details about what you did as a lecturer at GMIT. Well, I'd say I was helping students to learn. But again, you can write anything you want in there, so I'm going to save that now. Your profile's looking great. That's good news, isn't it? Do you want to keep improving it or click continue for more guidance? So I think I'll just go done. I'm happy with that, and I can always go back and change things later on. So I'm going to click on done there now. Now it's already now looking at my email address, and it's seeing do I have anybody in my contacts list that's already on LinkedIn, and if I have, then I can start following them straight away. It's called adding connections, and this is where the networking part of it comes in. So let's see, I'll skip that for a moment, because what I want to do is to manually look for a couple of groups that I think might be of interest for you to join, and I'll show you how that works. So we'll go add interests. So it's just kind of picking things I might be interested in, and what it will do is it will then show information from those categories in my feed. So when I log into LinkedIn next, if I click on say education and click on big ideas, so sorry, they're already selected. I need to deselect these by clicking on them. So I'll add education and big ideas and innovation. When I log back into LinkedIn, what will happen then is I will see information from those categories coming up there, and here it's picking out some people from the area, from the Galway area. What it has done here is, because I've put in GMIT, it has now gone into the database and looked for other people who may have mentioned GMIT in their profile, and it's now saying, do you know these people and do you want to add them? So I could connect with them and virtually meet up with them. If I do click on connect with somebody, what will happen is a notification will go to them saying, do you know Wayne Gibbons and do you want to connect with him? It's not automatic. They have to agree for the connection to become valid. So I'm going to continue. I won't bother connecting with anybody just yet, and I don't want to get the mobile app, so I can go straight to my home page. Okay, so this is my home page now. So you can see where I clicked on education and I clicked on big ideas in the last section. I've now got some information here from education. So it's a kind of like a news feed, if you like. So that's an interesting thing. You can always find out some new information on that. If I want to share an update, I can type anything in here and it will become available to the public, or I can select to share it with certain connections. So I'm just going to say, hello LinkedIn, nice to be here at last. And I can decide to share it with the public or share it with just my connections. Right now I don't have any connections, so I'm just going to share it with the public and go share. Now that means that the comment I've just made has now been made visible to the public. Anybody who goes searching for my profile now will see the line, hello LinkedIn, nice to be here at last, which I typed in. I can delete it, or I can share it with Twitter feed, or share it with any type of connection that I may have. I can talk through this at a later stage in a different tutorial. I just want to kind of get things up and running at the moment. But I have options with that. One of the things you might be concerned about is if you put something up on LinkedIn, is that it, or can it be deleted? Well, it can be deleted. Do you want to delete this update? Delete. Okay, and it's gone. Nobody will ever see that again. One last thing I want to show you is just how to look for groups. So I go looking for, say, the Library Association of Ireland for a second, LAI, see what comes up here, and you can see that it's doing a search for anything with the LAI in here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go Library Association, give it its full name, and let's see if it comes up in a search result. Library Association of Ireland. Okay, and there's the group. So if I click on that, oh, there's the Western region. That's what I was looking for a second ago. So there we go. I can click on Western Regional section of the Library Association of Ireland. By searching in here, it's pulled up this. So I click on here. Now, I can join this, and it doesn't look like there are any padlocks on this one. So I can join this without being authorized as such. So I'll click on join. Okay, there is a request. Okay, so my membership is pending approval, so whoever is looking after this group will have to go looking at my profile and see whether or not it's okay for me to join. So I can look at the discussions of the group, I can see if there's any job promotions, I can see if there's any career discussions open on it, and now again, once I'm authorized, you can see it says pending there. Once my membership has been authorized, when I go to my home feed, anything that's posted by that group will show up in here in my home feed. Okay, so that's a very quick run through of how to join, how to get your profile set up, and how to go looking for a group.